am trying to, just 1 second. Teresa, can you say something real quick? Just say hi. I'm trying to make you an admin. I can't do it on my iPad for some reason. Hi, Angel. Hi, Brenna. Hi, Cindy. BJ, Patricia. There you go. There we go. All right, you should be good now. Hi, Judy. Hi, Scrappin'. Good morning, everyone. Oh, my iPad went on, I didn't have it plugged in, so low battery. Hi, Jan. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Bag Maker Barb. Hi, Sue. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to give it just a minute, but I want to say something very important. Jan has been my one moderator for, Jan, it's been 13 months. Can you believe it? It's been 13 months. And she has done a fabulous job, but she's been doing it all by herself. And she has some things coming up that I think are going to take more of her time. Not that she's not going to be able to be here as a moderator, but I thought it was probably time to add a few extra moderators. So I have added Teresa, BJ, and Brenna as additional moderators. So thank you so much for doing this. I just can't tell you how appreciative I am. And Jan's not going anywhere, at least I hope not, because Jan is just it's almost hard to describe Jan because she is just the kindest, most giving person I've met in a very long time. So, hi, Joanne. Hi, Jet. Hi, Sherry. She does, BJ, doesn't she? All right, so I know Kasaya is going live later today, so I want to get this going. What I am going to make today is kind of a selfish make for myself. I am going to make a walker caddy. Now, hopefully I've only need to use this walker for a week or two. They tell me that the average is about 2 to 3 weeks. I hope to exceed that and bring it down to maybe, a week and a half or two. But we'll see. Hi, Ling. Hi, Ryan. Sarah. Hi, everybody. This is fabulous. So I decided that I would just make one, and I just came up with a pattern myself. I don't know if it's going to work. It's really kind of a tester to see. And then once I got my walker out, I realized that the front of this particular walker, this is a borrowed walker from a friend of mine who had surgery last year and doesn't need it anymore. But she said, why don't you use it? She only used it for a couple weeks herself. The front of it is curved. So I still think this will work. It'll work for the interim, and so we're going to play with it. So I don't know. What I'm going to make it out of is some fabric that I received from Louise at Sam Fabric Creation. So if you guys want to link her website, this is gorgeous. And then I'm using waterproof canvas from Fabric Wholesale Direct. This is Ottertex. It's very sturdy. And I did that on purpose because I don't know what I'm going to put in it. I know I'll put a bottle of water, um, my phone. I don't know what else I'll use it for. I remember my mom, bless her sweetheart in heaven, she had a basket. Hi, Elaine. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, you're a nurse too. Hold, please. Thank you. But before my mom passed, she had a walker for probably a few years. She had this little white basket. It was a wicker basket that my dad, I forget how he had it connected to her walker, but that thing was used every single day, all day. She'd put water in it. She'd put her little notebook in it. She'd put her cell phone in it. I mean, she'd put food in it. There was always candy in it, hard candy. She loved hard candy. And that's a good idea. Maybe I'll put some hard candy in there. um, but every time I would go visit her, I'd clean it out because, she was 92. She couldn't see very well. I mean, she saw fine to get around and she could see you, but it was filthy. The bottom of that basket was filthy. So I cleaned it out every time. So that's one reason why I'm using waterproof canvas. I thought, it's only going to be a couple weeks, so it'll be fine. So these are the two handles. And I left them fairly long because I think that I'll fold them inside and maybe put some rivets. I am going to use one inside pocket, so I have two pieces of that. Thank you, Elaine. I have a lot of stories. I'm going to tell you something, another story real quick. I hear myself talking on some of these videos, and I remind myself so much of my dad. My dad could tell you stories until the cows came home. I'm telling you, he had a story for everything. And I remind myself of him. So that's not a bad thing because I loved my dad dearly. These are the two inside linings. And I did already put a magnetic snap in there. Then I have two exterior. I did put a piece of Decaville Heavy outside of the seam allowance on both of those. So I have two front and back, and then I did already put my logo on there. I probably didn't need to because it's for me, but I'm important too. And then I had two gussets. And I did just sew two pieces together for both of them. And then on the outside, I had Decaville Heavy all the way along, and then I added an extra piece of Decaville Heavy on the bottom center portion. I don't know if I'll need it. I've never, ever made one of these. When my mom was alive, I wasn't sewing. I was working all the time. All right, let's pull you down. Julie, it's a walker. Yes, it's going to be temporary. I'm having knee replacement surgery on Tuesday. I'm hoping that it's actually only going to be for a week or two. But I still have to have something to put all my goodies in. All right, so I think I'm going to start with my pocket. So I have my pockets, my one pocket, right sides together. Thank you, Teresa. We don't treat ourselves as good as we should. So I'm going to sew down both long sides. You can see I'm using Thor today. My husband is our outside. We have a TV outside. On our lanai, and it's been there for, oh gosh, 10 years. And it finally died. All the humidity and all that good stuff. And so he's putting up a new TV. And he said he had to have this little Allen wrench that I used to get this table off. I said, no. I said, no. I said, you can't have it. It's a sewing tool now. So he went out in his little stash out in the garage and found something else he could use. Hi, Valerie from the UK. Oh, Julie, I didn't know that By Annie had one. No, I just came up with this on my own. No, I didn't know she did. I didn't really look around, honestly. I just thought, oh, I'll just come up with something. It's going to be very temporary, so. Glenda, I love my cylinder arm Thor. I love it. And the more I use it, the more comfortable I'm getting. And I still love my fabricator, though, I have to say. I'm reading comments here. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do with this, yeah, I'm just gonna clip it and top stitch it. Oh, Julie, you're so sweet. Thank you. But I actually will go and look at Annie's By Annie's pattern and see what it looks like. All right, let's just top stitch this on the top. I was coming in here. Oh, thank you, BJ. Yeah, it's I have to admit it is pretty good hardware. I'm using it all for everything. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. All right, so here's my pocket. I might have to go iron this. Hold, please. My iron is right over here. I'm gonna iron my OtterTex to see if I can get that flat. Yeah, that's better. Okay. I'm trying to be really careful walking around because I don't want to do anything to my knee before surgery. I know. All right, so there's my pocket. Oh, what I was going to say is I was coming in here and I had, put my clothes on and I realized I'm a walking advertisement. I have a Disney jacket on, I have an OBX t-shirt on, and I have Disney shorts on. I'm like, I'm a walking advertisement. People should be paying me to walk around, you know? All right, let's do these. Now, I'm gonna do these handles, or these straps. I'm trying to decide. I need to leave a pretty decent hole in here. To turn it. I hope I don't regret this because I don't know how easy this fabric is going to be to turn. You know, OtterTex is not always very easy to turn. Sherry. You're back. Okay, I'm going to trim these. Let me find my scissors. I'm just going to see how this is going to go. I don't know. I actually could have, I think on the next one, I'll leave one end open. Actually, I'll leave both ends open and just make a tube because it's going to be in the seam. Goofy girl. I just realized that. Oh, well, let's see how this turns. Oh. I'm going to trim this. I didn't leave a big enough hole. There we go. The picture is choppy on your end. Is the picture bad? How's the sound? I do have my iPhone plugged in. So let me know how it is. The sound and picture is, oh, good. Okay. Sherry, you probably just need to get your feed back up and going since you lost it with your puppy. Yeah, this wasn't a good choice to do it this way. Live and learn. You know what I'm gonna do, because I'm fighting this the whole way. Let's just do this. Take me longer. I need to go find my assistant, Tony, and have him turn this for me. Oh, I'm kidding. That's funny, Barb. If I went out there and said, I need you to help me do some sewing stuff, he'd look at me like I have 20 heads. And then he wouldn't even respond. He'd just kind of walk away, I think. Okay. Oh, that's good, Cindy. You sold it. You know, we always buy things when we think it's going to be something that we'll really use a lot, and then we get it. I mean, I have so many things out in my kitchen that, like an Instapot. You know, when those Instapots were a craze, I bought one, and we used it, actually, multiple times, but I haven't used it in probably 2 years. It's just not, you know, I take that back. We did, when we were both working, we did use it. Now that we're not working anymore, we don't need that kind of thing. I should probably sell it or give it away. I'd probably have to give it away. I'm not sure it would even sell. Okay, this is taking 10 minutes. It's ridiculous. So sorry, guys. Okay. That's very bad. All right, so what I'm going to do on this one is I'm just going to fold it over and close it up, and then we'll do the other one a different way. Terry, does your husband really? Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Wow, that's amazing. All right, I'm going to just top stitch. And I might put 2 rows of top stitching here. We'll see. I was going to get up early this morning and make one of these, and then I thought, you know, I have no need for 2 of these. And I thought, you guys are all sewists, so you know what it's like to test things out. That's what we're doing. Testing. Okay. This is such cute fabric. I need my little sharper scissors there. He can hear you get frustrated and he'll come in. That is a good man, Terry. You got a good one. I'm going to do 1 more row of stitches because I'm going to add some I didn't show you that, did I? Where did I put it? Oh, some really thick Velcro. Very heavy duty Velcro on here. I don't know why I'm so worried about these ends. These ends are not going to be seen. Okay. All right. Where did my lighter go? Okay. So that's my plan. And let's, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this because I made that one with seams. I'm just going to trim this so it's the same length. But I'm not going to do the ends. I'm just going to sew to make it a tube. I don't need it to have, it can have raw edges, so. Are there any Daytona 500 fans? They had to cancel it. It's a very rainy day here in Florida, so they moved it to tomorrow. All right, I don't think this is going to be any easier if you want to know the truth. Yes, Hope, I'm having it on Tuesday. This is very bad. I don't like it. But I'm going to make it work. So I'm reaching in there with my little Kellys and grabbing my Ottertex and pulling it through. Thank you, Hope. I appreciate that. Hi, Louise. Hey, Louise, I'm making myself a walker bag with some of your fabric. This is so bad. I don't want to grab the vinyl because I don't want it to ruin the vinyl. You guys, this is not working at all. So I think what I might do, I didn't think this through at all. This was harder than the other. Okay, talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to go cut 2 pieces and I'm just going to leave them raw edge. So I'll be right back. Okay. That was a terrible idea. Terrible. Terrible idea. All right. I just, that's not a good idea. These materials can be raw edge. So I'm going to put these right sides together. I mean, wrong sides together. And I'm just going to stitch them. Like I said, this is just for me. If I decide to develop a pattern for this, or make any more, not for me, then I'll come up with a better solution for this handout. You know, I could have used webbing. That's what I should have done, is just use webbing. All right. Wrong sides together. Such a better idea. Does that ever happen to you guys? You have a plan in place and then you start it and work on it and it's like, no, that is not gonna work. And if you've watched any of my videos, you know I'm not into bag making for the struggle. I'm just not. That was way too much of a struggle. I don't mind hard work. I don't mind difficult things, but that was ridiculous, Barb. I need a drink of coffee after that. I'm having it on Tuesday, Valerie. It's coming. It's around the corner, and I'm nervous, but I'm not, you know? All right, let's put some Velcro on here. This is like the strongest Velcro I've ever seen. Look at this. I'm telling you, it is something else. And I'm going to cut a pretty good piece because I'm going to have a little opportunity for adjustments. If it's too short, too long, whatever. Valerie, it's Tuesday, but thank you so much. It'll be good. It'll be fine. One of my good friends is bringing over some chicken noodle soup tomorrow for me and Tony. I said, oh my gosh, you don't have to do that. And she goes, oh no. She said, I want to. I said, that is so sweet. All right, so let's think this through. That's actually almost too long. Let me see. Yeah, it's just a little too long. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I didn't think this would be an hour, guys. I'm so sorry. That's my fault. And I'm just putting double-sided tape on the back of these so they'll stay while I sew them on. And I want to leave some room for my seam. So I'm just going to put it right there. And this one, I think it's going to be too long still. Yeah. BJ, that is so sweet. That is so nice. Yeah, I missed that completely. BJ, that is so sweet. I appreciate it. You guys, I have the best followers, I have to say. All right, let's just sew this on. I'm just gonna box it on. I'm just gonna go all the way down. I have to tell you something else funny. I went for my pre-op visit. And, you know, my mom was used to walker and for a long time. And she had a temporary, not a temporary, she actually had a permanent disabled parking tag. So I thought, oh my gosh, that would be great, you know, just for a month or two to have that. So I went online, filled out the form, and you know, your doctor has to sign it. And I took it in to my surgeon, and he said, he looked at me and he said, no. I said, no. I said, why not? He goes, no. He said, walking is therapy. I'm not signing that. I'm like, okay. So that's what I have. And so when I get that on, then it'll, oh my gosh, that's going to be fabulous. So I was a little taken back that he wouldn't sign my permit. So I said, okay. I wasn't mad or anything. And he is absolutely correct. I don't need to, oh my gosh, I can't get stuff to come loose today. He's absolutely right. Walking is therapy. I don't need to, oh, gosh. See how strong that is? I can't even get it loose. Teresa, thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys are you're just the best. I so appreciate it. That is so kind and generous. It's amazing. You guys are just amazing. All right, let's put this on. And this is too long, so I left it short. Yeah, he's absolutely right. I don't need it. I don't need it. I probably won't, the first few weeks, I probably won't go anywhere of any distance anyway. So, and after that, I need to be walking. Hope. You read my mind. And Tony was a little miffed that he wouldn't do it, actually. And I said, you know, from a nursing perspective, a clinical perspective, he's absolutely correct. And then I looked at him and I said, you know what? You dropped me off at the door anyway. Now, So if we do go somewhere, like I will be going to PT, he'll just drop me off at the door. So I don't need it. Now, my doctor, Tony said, we're going to go, I'm going to take it over to our regular doctor. He's going to take it over there tomorrow. And we're actually good friends with our doctor. Isn't that funny? He went to school in KU. And he said, Doctor will sign it. He'll sign it. I said, well, I don't really need it. He goes, no. You need it. In case I'm not around for some reason, I'm busy, you need to go somewhere within the next couple of weeks, which, you know, I can't imagine that I would. He said, you need to have it. And I said, whatever. All right, so those are our handles. Those were painful, and I am sorry. I don't know why. All right, now let's get ready. Let's get going on this thing. Here's my inside pocket. I'm going to add my pocket to one side. Hi, Barb. Oh, I'm so glad you could be here. This is fun. You know, I have to say, I look back at some of my first videos and I'm like, oh my gosh. And even my first live, I was like, who is that person? So I'm glad you're here. I appreciate it. Uh-oh, I didn't hold my thread. One of them got away from me. Let's see. I'm making myself a walker bag because I'm having knee surgery. So I'm making myself a walker caddy. My mom had both knees done. And I'm a little older than she was when she had her first one, so I think she was 60. I'm just dividing my pocket. One for my cell phone. And one for sundry other items that I might need. All right, there we go. There's my inside pocket. Okay, now, let me have a sip of coffee. It is a walker bag, Betty. Betty, I winged this one. And I would actually, if it comes out okay, I'd be more than happy to share it with you, honestly. I don't know that I'd ever make any more. Oops, that's the wrong side, Barb. That's funny. So I'm just measuring over 2 inches because I want these to be fairly wide and apart. Let's see how this is gonna go here. Yeah. I'm actually gonna do it about 1 inch from the edge. That's what I'm going to do. And I was going to, I'm just gonna, so Betty, reach out to me afterwards, and I'll tell you exactly how I made this, the measurements and everything. Obviously, you can probably come up with your own, but I cut this out last night. And so I just am putting 2 rows of stitches there. I can't imagine that this is going to get very heavy. Louise, I don't have a pattern. I just kind of did this on the fly. But if it comes out okay, I'll be happy to share the details. I think evidently, by Annie has a pattern. Let me just turn this around. Go back down. Which I'm going to go look at. I didn't know she had a pattern. Okay. Now, I put those on the front. I don't really think that matters. I didn't really think about it. Oh, really, Hope? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna do my interior gusset first. And I'm gonna do this as a drop-in lining. Since I have Thor, I won't have any trouble. I'll just remove my table. Did you see that, guys? I did not hold my threads. Very bad. So I'm not leaving a hole in the bottom, is what I was getting at. It's called the Sidekick. Oh, I saw somebody mention that earlier. Okay, Sidekick. I'm going to go look at that. Is it flat? Because I saw a bunch of patterns out there that were flat. And I was just going by my mom's. Hers was not, she had that basket, which was very helpful for her. So I made this about 3 inches in depth. You would? I'm not going to sell it. You know what? This is something that people actually need. I'm not going to sell it. So it's going to, if I do a pattern, it'll be free. All right. Uh-oh. My thread is caught for some reason. So my thread was very tight. I don't know why. Okay. Let's turn this off. And we'll add our other side. Oh, it's not flat. Okay, I'm going to go look at it. You know, I made this one very, very simple on purpose. For one thing, I don't need anything fancy for me, for this purpose anyway. And most people don't need anything fancy either. They just need something that works, you know, and that is useful. I'm not saying hers is fancy by any means. Jeannie has great colors. Okay. Cindy, you should. You should make one. I had a dream the other night about post-knee surgery. And I was, within a week, I was walking all over the place. So that's a good time. Mm-hmm. All right, so there's my lining. Beautiful. Okay, let's set that aside and let's do our exterior. And we'll put it together. Now, I made this too long, and I did it on purpose, so I'm going to clip this real quick. Oh, there was a simplicity pattern? I think it's going to be fine. It's not too long, so I'm just gonna wing it. I winged it so far. I'm just gonna wing it some more. Actually, let me do it this way. Jan, if you have to go, I don't even know what time it is. You just do what you need to do and have fun this afternoon. Patricia, I do have a grabber stick. I got that not a long time ago, a few months ago. Uh-oh. Hold, please. I sewed my handle down on the bottom. Oops. There we go. I think my grabber will fit in here. I think. That's a good idea. I didn't even think about that. I use it in here. I use that grabber. Okay, Jan. I use that grabber in here to get clips and stuff that have fallen behind my machines. But I'll use that. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Did I get that good enough? I think so. All right, let's just cut off. It's about an inch too long. All right, let's add the other side. And then we'll be ready to put it together. I love it. Let me get those out of the way. Goodness gracious. Let's clip these out of the way. Actually, I can just Velcro them to themselves. It can double as a tote for afterwards. What a great idea. You know what it could do? I could put it in my car as a trash can. Oh my gosh, that's a fabulous idea. Good thinking, Sherry. This is some nice vinyl. I don't know if Louise is still here, but this vinyl is very nice. I may have overdone it on the Decaville. We'll see. Very heavy. Sorry, I was making some sound effects. That's probably not too flattering. All right. Okay, so let me remove my flatbed here. A cup holder. You know, I considered putting a, you know, like the Rhodey has a little cup holder in it. I considered doing one, and then I thought, you know, I don't really probably need that. So I decided against it. It probably is a good idea, though. I did also consider, what was the Starry Adventure box bag? Because that has actual place for, to slide a water bottle in. I considered making one of those. And then I thought, oh, you know what? I just don't need anything quite that fancy. So I didn't do it. All right, let's do this. Let's turn this right side out. Yeah, I think I'm regretting the Decaville, but I think once I get it turned, it'll be fine. I think it'll be worth it to have all this Decaville Heavy in there, but oh my goodness gracious. That's why it's called a heavy stabilizer, you know? I actually thought about doing drop-in Peltex, and then I thought, oh, I don't have tons of Peltex left. I have more Decaville Heavy left than I had anything, so I thought, oh, I'll just use that. Isn't this adorable? Okay. All right, let's put this in. Oh, goodness, guys. I don't know. I'm going to nestle my seams. I'm not too worried about it because I have Thor, but let's fold those over and clip. Yeah, I know some people would put double-sided tape here and then tape it. I'm just not going to take the time to do that. Oh yeah, the little Leah has a cup holder in it too. I should have thought about that. I don't think I have that pattern. I have the big one, but I don't have the little one. I'm sure I could get it, but this will be good. And I like hot pink, so yep, this will be good. Does he like it, Betty? Does it work for him with that cup holder in it? I would think it would, because that's very helpful. The more water, we need to drink water, you know? We need to drink a lot of water. It's good for us. Okay. Let me do my centers here. I could bind the top. I could. That's a good idea, Cindy. I'm just going to do this. I don't have any binding ready to go. And this is how I used to make bags all the time before I left holes in the bottom. I used to just do it this way. I mean, for years I did it this way. You know, bag making has really evolved over time. I look back at some of the techniques I used to do and I'm like, Oh yeah, the handles are in the way. I could bind those handles though. The Adventure Box. It wasn't the Roadie, but it was the Starry Adventure Box. Oh, I can't think of the name of the pattern. Alex Stewart's pattern. What is the name of that pattern? I have videos on it. I can't remember the name of the pattern. That's terrible. Park Hopper. There it is. Thanks, Cindy. That's it. That's actually a very cute pattern. I really like that pattern, actually. Okay, we're almost ready to sew it up. Let me just take a gander on how things look here. Okay. It is gonna be so cute. and it's going to serve its purpose. Oh, Cindy, you're so sweet. Thank you. All right. Now, I suppose for me, it doesn't really matter where I start. I'll start over here on the side. All right, here we go. It's a beautiful thing. I don't know if you can see. If this is in the way. Can you see? I think I may come back and go over this handle area again. Oh my gosh, Thor is one amazing machine. If you are on the fence about getting a cylinder arm, I waited a long time, primarily because I was saving my pennies, but it is so worth it. Now there's a lot of cylinder arms out there, different manufacturers. I think they're all basically the same. But it's the best. It's one of the best purchases I think I've ever made. Don't get me wrong, I love my fabricator. All right, let's see. I am going to go over these. I probably don't need to, but I'm going to go over my handles one more time. Let me see. Texo doesn't have the greatest customer service. I haven't had to use customer service yet, but I am confident that if I needed to, the guys at Sunny Sewing would be all over it. All right, guys. Man. I'm kind of, I wish I didn't have to make one of these, but since I do, this is actually pretty cute. Somebody said, I saw somebody say that they know, I don't know if it was her father or somebody 85 years old, and he had knee surgery, and within 3.5 weeks he was bowling. And then he had a second knee surgery, and within 3.5 weeks he was bowling. So that's amazing, I think. I don't intend to go bowling, but you know. All right, let me get I have my walker over here. I'm not going to name him either, so let me play you down. Hi, guys. Let's see. And my friend Teresa, who gave me the walker, is coming tomorrow with the chicken soup, so. Trying to decide what the best way to put it on. If it's, yeah, no. I'll put it this way. Oh my gosh. That is perfect. I'm gonna have to do some QA. That is perfect, and it's gonna hold all kinds of stuff. Let me turn it around so you guys can see it. Oh, let me put it down a little bit more. Look at that. I can put all kinds of stuff in there. And the pockets are on the front, which is perfect, so I can put my cell phone or whatever else I need. And I don't want things to fall out, so I just put the snap there. And you know, I was worried because this is kind of curved. It's not an issue at all. Look at that. I think I did pretty good. Okay, here we go. Let's go for a little walk around the house. And let's put my stuff in here. Let's see, where's my water? I have water over here. Let's see how it's gonna do. That's a very full water. Oh my gosh, can you guys see that? I don't know what you can see. Oh yeah, look at that. And that Velcro is like the strongest stuff. I don't even remember where I got it. I've had it so long. Oh my goodness. Guys, that actually worked out just perfect. It's only going to be needed for a couple weeks. Hopefully, you know, that's my plan. Let me read some comments. I'm blinging, aren't I, Jan? Wait till my friend comes over tomorrow and she sees what I did with it. I might have gotten it at Home Depot, Cindy. The really strong Velcro. I don't know. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. I cannot believe it. It turned out so perfect. And it's not too big, and it's wide enough. And the magnetic snap is perfect. The pockets are in the front, so if I spill something inside, I could wipe it out. Oh my gosh, guys, this is hilarious. How long have we been live? 75 minutes, perfect. Teresa, really? Yeah, oh, actually, here's their plan for me. So I go in, I don't even know what time my surgery is on Tuesday yet. They'll call me tomorrow. But so I'll go in for the surgery, and he said the surgery is less than an hour. Can you believe that? I know all about knee surgery. It's a very violent surgery. They're hammering things and screwing things, and it's very violent. So I'm glad I'm going to be out. Um, but he said it's less than an hour surgery, and then the recovery is about an hour. I'm having a spinal, so and then propofol, so I should wake up immediately. And they're going to have me up and walking. I have to be able to pee, obviously, after surgery. That's just a known fact. So they say you have to walk to the bathroom and back, and then I get to go home. There's no overnight stay anymore. If I remember correctly, I think my mom was in the hospital for like 3 or 4 days. Now, that was, gosh, in the 80s, probably, late 80s. You all want the walker cane. I am telling you, that is going to be so helpful. I'm impressed that it's going to be very helpful. Now, I could actually put it down for, that's why I made those handles. I'll have to play with it a little. Oh my gosh. Thanks for joining me for this, guys. I mean, honestly, I appreciate each one of you. You really have no idea. I talk about you guys to all my friends and family all the time. So I appreciate. Just one knee. I'm doing my right knee. My left knee, I don't really have any trouble with my left knee, although it's eventually probably will have to have it, but I don't have any pain in my left knee. So we'll see. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, guys. Teresa, I was going to ask, he was up and walking the next day. I'm really, I know everybody is different on how they recover. I had rotator cuff years ago, like 8 years ago, and that was a breeze. I took one pain pill the whole time. Now, Tony's already told me that if I refuse to take a pain pill, he's going to hold me down. He's going to hold me down and shove it down my throat. He said, "You're going to stay ahead of that pain if there's nothing else I do for you." And I said, "You're not going to have to shove it down my throat. If I need it, I'm going to take it." And I do want to stay ahead of the pain. You have to stay ahead of the pain because you got to do all the PT. And that's not, easy. So anyway, I have good range of motion right now. I have excellent range of motion, and I can lay my leg flat, my knee flat. Yeah, Jan, rotator cuff is a tough surgery, but it was a breeze for me. I mean, it's my right arm. I still have no issues with my right arm whatsoever. So blessed. I'm very blessed. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you guys so much. And Kasaya's going to be going live here in just a little bit. She's going to be making an embroidery rosy sling. So be sure and go watch her. Thanks for joining. Please like, comment, share, whatever. I appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.